Shalom, shalom, shalom. Brother Tawalai, back with another lesson, praying that it be edifying to the flock. As always, I'm going to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kodash, and double honors to my apostles and elders, bishops, and men of great millstone. Peace and salutations to the house of David, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth of the hopeful elect. To you I say shalom. Just wanted to do a quick preview on a TikTok that I came across and bring out a couple of scriptures and, hey, let that be it. As always, I pray that it's edifying and that you gain some understanding from it. So this is a video, and I found it to be, I'll let you listen.
A lot of us black kids that were adopted into the Mennonite and Amish culture, they did not treat us good. Me, for instance, they had us work a lot of times in their gardens and in their fields, planting stuff by hand. And I know a lot of other black adopted kids that were treated like this too. They collected checks from the government for us, so they got paid, but...
And these are people that you see, and, when you're dealing with Esau, Edom, you want to believe that they're pious and that they're, you used to before coming into this understanding, you used to think, oh, look at these people, they don't participate in modern society. They're different. They're of a certain ilk, you know what I mean? They're you used to put them on a higher level than your average everyday Edomite, and as shameful spewing is pushed on all of these damn devils, the truth is manifesting itself.
We did a lot of their work from sun up to sundown a lot of times. They didn't always feed us that good either. When it was like summertime and we were working for them, they didn't feed us that good. They would just be like, basically, we got to earn our keep and stuff like that. I got called the N-word a lot of times. I had basically no friends at school because all the little white girls were taught that black is bad. You don't hang around black people.
But you went to a Mennonite school.
I did go to a Mennonite school, and there's probably one or two other black kids there, and one of them was my sister, maybe one or two others.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we ate alone at lunch. All the white kids would eat together. They didn't want to eat with us black kids. A lot of racial slurs. It was really negative a lot of times.
I noticed some cuts on your arm.
Yeah.
Did you do that to yourself?
Unfortunately, I did.
At what age?
It was when I was a little bit older, probably in my 20s. I didn't heal from a lot of the things that had happened to me. And I took it out on myself one day and ended up in the psychiatric unit.
It's a lot, though, especially when I hear that they made y'all like farm all day and...
So as you can see, there's no difference. You know what I mean? There's no difference. So, as we always have been given this spirit to do, this is Proverbs 9:9, and it reads, "Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. And now in this walk, we have a better understanding on who we're dealing with, what we're dealing with, the reason why we're dealing with them, and the reason why they are as they are. And, hey, we understand that, because we are in their world, so to speak, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. We are in their time, in their eon, that we're subject to have to deal with them. We just can't, walk through this life without, what I mean, dealing with them. It's something that we have to do, But with that being said, we have to move in wisdom. We have to move with a level of understanding the people that we're dealing with and the reason why we're dealing with them. So we're just going to get a couple of scriptures, and we're going to, hopefully, Yahweh Ratazah, make it a edifying lesson. And the first one, I had to do a little moving and grooving in order to bring that video on. So, I would have had to jump back and forth. So I would just basically put my scriptures. I have my scriptures together, and we'll go through them, and let that be the lesson. And this is Jeremiah 8:21, and it reads, "For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. Astonishment hath taken hold on me." And basically, when we look at the condition of Israel, Israel has been broken. Israel has been completely torn down because of our transgressions, because of us being in perpetual rebellion. The Most High cast us to the wolves, and these wolves have devoured us. They have completely overwhelmed us, and had it not been that the Most High had left but a remnant, hey, like the scripture says, we would have been completely devoured. Because hey, they have truly laid waste to the daughter of Israel. You know, and basically, I'm going to grab that real quick as well, since I attempted to quote it. This is Isaiah 1:9. And it reads, and it started 8:7. Your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire, your land strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city, except Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, had left unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been as Gomorrah. And we know both of these two cities were, including, what is it, Zoan, uh, two more cities were, completely annihilated. The Most High rained down fire and brimstone on these cities for the rebellion, for the the abominations that they were committing. And these were Israelites within these cities conducting themselves in the manner of the Gentiles. And hey, the Most High judges His people. And what we see here in this video is judgment. Judgment continuing forward. And many of our people still refuse to turn back, still hold on to these false gods, these idols, these abominations that they want to worship. And judgment is getting ready to come forth upon them for that transgression. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to change. Not until the fire is on their ass and they want it to stop. And at that point, it'll be too late. They're going to have to continue through, what I mean, and come back into the kingdom through the loins of the elect. This is Zechariah 11 and starting at 4, and it reads, "Thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." And these Amish and other entities that adopt our children and farm them out as slaves, essentially, who really don't want them, but they found a use where they can, get suck the government tit and abuse one even further, our people, and hold themselves, not guilty. This is what they still do. And they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. For I will no more have pity on the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one, into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them." Man, you know, and this is the condition that we're in right now. Until Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai pleads our cause, we're fully deserving everything that's happening to us in this time. There's nothing that's happening to us that we're not fully, hey, deserving and more, Even in judgment, He's shown mercy to Israel. Even in judgment, But there's a time coming when that mercy is going to be completely removed. Anyone outside of the elect, there's going to be no mercy in this judgment. The only mercy that's coming in this judgment is that you will be born back, because all Israel will be saved. That's the promise. All Israel will be saved. And let's get that. We'll start at 25, and it reads to Romans 11 and 25. For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. And we're not going to go into who those Gentiles are, but just, so you're clear, they're not the other nations. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written. And it's nowhere written that all nations shall be saved. Nowhere is it written. There shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. It doesn't say from all nations, from Jacob. And who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel. And who did Israel have? The 12 sons, which make up the nation of Israel. For this is my covenant unto them when I shall take away their sins. So, hey, the time is coming, man. We're gonna have to, hey, we said it before, we say it again. You're gonna have to go through the fire one way or another. You're either gonna go through the fire of that purges, or you're gonna go through the fire that consumes. But you're gonna go through that fire. You're gonna go through a precise fire that removes the dross and purifies the metal, or you're going to go through a chaotic fire that just consumes everything in its wake and nothing survives. This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, our power. And what did this girl say? Hey, they had her working in the fields, they had her working constantly, you know what I mean? Calling her derogatory names, treating her like less than, and she's probably, I wouldn't put it past her. She's probably a bona fide Amish or Mormon, as far as in her mind. She's probably latched onto that religion and continues to run with it, despite all the things. They've convinced her that it's just a few. It's just a few rotten apples. Man, I got to get this. Verse 9. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. How happened it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead? Thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. Man, the scripture speaks volumes, man, all the time. All the time it speaks volumes. If this isn't the depiction of our people, if you read this and close your eyes, you see our people, especially, the so-called Negro. and the other tribes as well. Gad is an extremely destroyed, but the Negro, the so-called Negro, absolutely devastated. Two more scriptures, and we're going to call it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, and beginning at verse 10. And it reads, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness." You think because they're Amish or Mormon or whatever it is that they claim to be, that they're going to be less ruthless, less treacherous, yet less deceitful and cunning and manipulative, even more so because you don't see it coming. Though he humbled himself, and these people act extremely humble and pious and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. You take your glasses off and clean them. You know how you take if you wear glasses, you take them off and you clean the lenses. And then when you put them back on, things look a little bit clearer. You know what I mean? And you can see what you didn't see prior. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. He's still as wicked as he's always been. He's just hidden it well. He's been able to hide in plain sight. But make no bones about it, man. The Most High already put that spirit on him again, and he's no longer gonna, come crouching. He's no longer gonna, humble himself. He's gonna let you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. He gonna let you know who he is, and you ain't gonna know who you are, and you're gonna be in a world of trouble. You 2/3, you know what I mean? Hey, you scoffers, you naysayers, you mockers, you gainsayers, you that have played around. If the Most High has brought you to this gospel and had you mock at it or scoff at it, that was done for a purpose. Whether or not you know it or not, you thought you were saying something slick. You thought you were doing something smooth. You thought you was funny. But the fact is, you just condemned your stupid ass, and you don't even know it. If the Most High gives you an opportunity to get this message, I suggest you take full advantage of it, because time is running out. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, and it reads, full circle, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So whatever it is you're doing that you think you may or may not be getting away with, that you think you may be in secret, you're not in secret. The Most High is clear on what you're doing. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Never trust your enemies. You know what I mean? He's not going to change. You need to, and repent and don't wait too long. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, my elders, bishops, men of great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, and to the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth of the hopeful elect. To you, I say shalom.